Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. In this video we are going to discuss 4 reasons why you should start a habit of meal prepping, and I'm going to share with you how the habit of meal prepping has changed my life for the better. I'm Sara. I'm a scientist and salesperson, and I love learning and talking about how to use science to become more productive and successful. When I used to picture my ideal career and lifestyle in my head, I always thought that the business travel lifestyle sounded super glamorous and fun. The idea of hopping on a plane for a business meeting a few times per week, staying in fancy hotels, eating in the best restaurants, and exploring new cities, all on the corporate expense account, sounded like the best thing in the world. And let me tell you, it was. In 2018, I was fortunate enough to land a job with the business travel lifestyle, and for a while, it actually was just as glamorous and fun as I had always dreamed. There was one side effect to that lifestyle, though, that I did not foresee. To summarize, just because one can eat filet mignon for every single meal does not mean that one should. In less than a year, I gained a ton of weight from the business travel life, and believe me when I tell you there was nothing glamorous about that. Fortunately, I was able to get that under control, in no small part thanks to meal prepping. I've heard so many criticisms about meal prepping. Some people say that it's boring and repetitive to eat the same meals every day. Others say that it's stressful and just takes too much time to prepare that many healthy meals. I wholeheartedly disagree. I'm going to share with you some of the benefits of meal prepping and offer a few tips for meal prepping success. Whether you have never tried it before, or whether you already meal prep regularly, hopefully I can persuade and motivate you here about the benefits of this popular life hack. To begin, what exactly is meal prepping? In a nutshell, meal prepping is the practice of planning and preparing all of your meals for the coming days and storing them in containers so that all you need to do is reheat and enjoy each meal at meal times. Let's take an example. Say I want to do meal prepping for the next 3 days. First, I will plan my menu for the next few days. In our example, I decide to prepare an egg white and vegetable frittata for breakfast, grilled chicken breast with some veggies for lunch, and I will splurge on some delicious homemade chicken tikka masala for dinner, since I've been practicing that recipe recently. I'll go to the store and buy all the ingredients for 3 of each of these meals, times however many people are in my household. For example, if I am cooking for 2 people, I will buy enough for 6 of each meal. Once I've bought all the ingredients, either by going to the grocery store or ordering from Instacart, I'll spend a few hours to prepare 6 servings of each dish. I'll make 1 big breakfast frittata that can be cut into 6 pieces. I will season and cook 6 servings of chicken breasts, and I will prepare 1 big pot of chicken tikka masala that will last for 6 meals. Finally, I will divide each meal into 6 airtight containers and store them in the refrigerator. As an extra bonus, I can hard-boil a dozen eggs or measure out 6 serving sizes of nuts for snacks. Voila! I now have breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks, all perfectly prepared and portioned for my partner and I for the next 3 days. There are so many benefits to this practice, but I've narrowed it down here to 4 big ones. The first benefit of meal prepping, like I've just described, is that you can save a huge amount of time. If you were to prepare each of these 3 meals individually for 3 days, you would need to gather the ingredients, prepare the food, and clean the dishes 9 times. With meal prepping, you will gather ingredients, prepare food, and clean up only once, and still get to enjoy 9 separate meals, 3 breakfasts, 3 lunches, and 3 dinners. Let's say you spend just 45 minutes preparing and cleaning for each meal. Prepared individually, this would take you almost 7 hours. But with meal prepping, the 3-day menu I just described can be accomplished in as little as 2 hours. A second benefit of meal prepping is that it will save you money. How many times have you been super focused on your work all day, only to find yourself with no energy to decide what to cook, so you just order takeout? Or have you ever slept in just a few minutes too long, failed to pack a lunch to bring to the office, and had to buy lunch during the workday? With meal prepping, you can be tired, lazy, and uninspired, and still be able to save money on not eating out. Also, buying groceries in bulk tends to cost less than purchasing just a small amount of food, so you'll save money that way as well. To illustrate this, let's compare the total cost savings if you and your partner both decide to eat lunch from a local restaurant 3 days in a row. At about $15 per lunch for 2 people for 3 days, this adds up to $90. For $90, you can easily fund your entire 3-day meal prep plan. The third benefit of meal prepping is that it can help you make healthy choices and reduce the need for willpower. Numerous studies, as well as my own personal experience, show that when you are hungry now, you are probably not going to drive all the way to the store and purchase the ingredients for a salad and prepare that salad. You are more likely to stop at your favorite restaurant. And what do you think the odds of ordering a salad are when faced with all the other delicious options on the restaurant menu? By meal prepping, you have more control over the nutrition and portion sizes of what you eat, which can have a long-term positive effect on your healthy eating. Instead of needing to exercise your willpower every mealtime, you just need to make the good choices once, which will save you mental energy and focus. The fourth and final benefit of meal prepping is that it will be much easier to stick to your overall diet and exercise plan. I recently made a video about the concept of Keystone Habits, which you can check out here. According to this concept, by solidifying one keystone habit, such as meal prepping and healthy eating, other related habits will naturally fall into place, improving your life in other unrelated ways. If you start meal prepping as a keystone habit, for example, you might feel more physical energy and save a bunch of time, which leaves you with the time and motivation to spend more time going to the gym. Likewise, the money you save by meal prepping can be used to pay down debt and increase your savings, resulting in more financial security. Now, I'm not saying that meal prepping will improve your life in countless ways, but I'm also not saying that. While there are tons of benefits to meal prepping, it's also important to remember to have fun and enjoy life. At the beginning of this video, I talked about some of the criticisms of meal prepping, and that it can prevent spontaneity and become repetitive. If you were to meal prep every single meal all the time, this could definitely happen. What I do to keep it fresh while maintaining this habit is to allow myself a certain number of restaurant meals or splurge meals per week. That way, I meal prep for the week, knowing that there are, say, 2 meals during the week that I can choose to eat out for. This allows for flexibility and spontaneity and makes the meals I do eat at restaurants more special. And say you have a special event one night and eat out when you had planned on eating at home, the meal will still be there tomorrow. By planning and allowing for flexibility and spontaneity, meal prepping can become part of a sustainable lifestyle habit, not just a restrictive fad that you try for a few weeks and give up on. I have been practicing this habit for several years now and can tell you that I find joy in the routine because it allows me to feel like at least one part of my life, food, is always going to be taken care of. As you can see, there are so many benefits to meal prepping, and this habit can improve your lifestyle beyond just healthy eating. I hope I've inspired you to think a little bit more about meal prepping and the potential benefits it can offer in your lives. If you want to learn more about habits and how to level up to your peak performance, please subscribe to this channel and you can watch more of my videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.